What's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. The mother ride or die for money, strictly for money. Survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm indeed cover skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? Your warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
This one, I don't know, man.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Throwing is Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go!
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be fourth down. The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Complete to Hilton. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Luck now to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. From the 50, it's Luck. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Luck. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a handoff. Johnson. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third and 2, Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They get it to him running left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Long. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Leonard Williams able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And now out comes Houston. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Let's go. What? 9.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Love. Now he's forced out right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Love. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to the air. Luck on second down. Being chased out left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Luck. Forced out to his left. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A little dump off for Corral. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now he'll let it go deep. He's got a man complete. Skirts by at the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are in for 6.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. If you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some...
And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. So we've come up... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Hunt!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The play-action fake, they'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and 5.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down throw. Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Luck now to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is fielded at the goal line. Spins past it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions have plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go again with Cannon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down near the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Flex round. Flex round.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable set.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long. It's Locke. Underneath for Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Locke. And the return to stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different?
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Cannon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And the Texans are going to win the football game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Go!
Look, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Y'all is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon, I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the stage. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Tripping from the no, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead places in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
I don't do that.